Hello, welcome to my channel Lifestyle with Sharon. Today I'm going to make the most delicious hot chocolate where it's homemade and you don't have to have the powdered stuff. It tastes really different and it tastes delicious. So watch and find out how you do it. So for our hot chocolate, all we need to do to prepare for it is we need a flake. You don't have to have it, but I like to have it to sprinkle it on top. So you just squash it in between your fingers to make it all nice and flaky. Okay, we want some marshmallows. You can have cream. I haven't got any cream at the moment, but you can put cream on it. We want to grate a couple of bits of white chocolate. There's about 2 squares grated up here. We have about 140 grams of chocolate. Now I'm not using any cocoa powder, so I'm literally using only chocolate. That's why I've got a good amount, but you don't have to have this much, but I love it. So you want to just chop it up into little small bits, or you could just melt it in the microwave. And so then you just turn it around and cut it the other way so you get little bits. Because we're going to melt this in our milk in the saucepan, so if it's cut up smaller, it melts quicker. So that's our chocolate prepared. Tastes much nicer than cocoa. Nothing wrong with cocoa, but I just prefer using proper chocolate. Now some people use dark chocolate, I don't. I prefer the milk chocolate, but it's up to you. Maybe you can do half and half. Maybe you can do white chocolate. Any chocolate is lovely. Now what you want to do is measure out how much milk you're going to need. So I do about 3/4 of the cup here, because you've got to allow a bit of room if you wanted cream or for your frothy milk and your marshmallows. Yeah, so if you do about 3/4 of the milk. Now this is an optional extra, but I love to put in 2 or 3 tablespoons of condensed milk. This gives it a lovely sweet flavour and it helps thicken up your hot chocolate. So as I said, 2 or 3 spoonfuls of beautiful condensed milk. Okay, so you just pour this into your pot. You're going to add your chocolate bits into it. So as you can see, the chocolate is starting to melt. Hasn't come to the boil yet. You want to do this nice and slowly, as I said, on at least a medium heat. So after about 10 minutes, you can turn the heat up and just bring it up so it's just starting to boil, and then turn it back down again and cook it for another 5 minutes, and then we'll put it in our cup. Okay, so as you can see here, it's kind of got a lot darker, and the longer you cook it, the thicker it becomes, especially with the condensed milk, but that would be fine. And it doesn't matter if you've still got little tiny bits of chocolate. You'll see a few tiny bits, but that's okay. And it's lovely and thick and dark looking. So what we're going to do is, just so it's safer because this splashes, I'm going to just put this into a jug for a minute. And then I'm going to use this little whisk thing, milk frother. If you don't have one of these, you can use a normal whisk. So I'm just going to put this in. So stand back because sometimes they do splash. That's why I put it in a taller jug and taking it out of the pot. It just kind of froths up your hot chocolate a little bit, mixes it really well. So now I'm going to pour this back into the cup. See how it fills quite a lot? That's why I only start with 3/4 of the milk. Now you can leave it like that, of course, or you can mix the milk with the frother. And then you can pour a little bit of the frothed milk. It just makes it look lovely. Then you can decorate it with a few marshmallows. You can have it just like that, but if you want to just add a few marshmallows, you can. Because they all melt into the chocolate and it just tastes lovely. Then we'll just get a few little bits of flake, especially if you're giving this to the kids or your grandkids. They love all the little extra detail, and they love the marshmallows and the extra chocolate, even the frothy milk. And then you could just put a few bits of white chocolate. Now there is homemade chocolate.